Before we begin, I've gotten a little bit annoyed with my opening to my videos, and I'm not sure what to replace it with, to be honest with you. I considered just opening it with, hey, I hope you're having a good day, let's get into the video. But that seems so weird too. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I don't know. It's annoying me. So I'm wondering if it's also annoying other people that I open the videos up with introducing the game that I'm playing. I mostly play The Sims 4, so do I really need to introduce it? And also, you can see like what game it is, and you can tell from the title what game it is. So I don't know. You let me know down in the comments what you think. Anyways, I have some huge news to share with you. I got into the EA Creator Network, and basically what that means is that I might, possibly, not guaranteed and not always, but I might get early access to games and expansion packs to do reviews on and stuff. And I might, though again, nothing is guaranteed, but I might sometimes, occasionally, get access to codes for games and expansion packs that I can give away to my viewers for free. So this is all so exciting. I have a little bit of a funny story that goes along with this. I signed up for the Creator Network ages ago. I don't even remember when. It was so long ago now. And I never thought that I would get in. Like, never in a million years did I think I would get in. I never thought I'd be a big enough creator. I really honestly thought that bare minimum, you at least had to have a couple, like 20,000, 30,000, like subscribers on YouTube or followers on Twitch, whatever. They're called different things at different places, but basically, you had to have a community of at least like 20, 30, maybe even more than that, thousand people, right? And so I've been a small creator for a long time now, and I just never thought it would happen ever. But I applied because you never know, and it's definitely not going to happen if you don't try, right? So I applied just on the very slim chance that it might happen. And I kind of went into pending mode, and it kind of stayed that way for a long time. And every time they'd go through new rounds of accepting people, I would check to see if I'd been accepted or rejected, but I'd always stayed in pending mode. And they had another round about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, I think it started, somewhere around in there. They started a new round of acceptance. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I knew I was not going to get in. I just knew it. But I had to keep checking anyways. And the first set of people I saw, I went directly to the form that I filled out to see what it said, and it said it was still pending. And then the next set of people I saw, they mentioned getting an email about it. So I started checking my email just once a day. Nothing, wild or anything. Once a day, I would check my email just on the off chance that maybe I got in. And last week, I was homeschooling my daughter. We were working on math, I think, at the time. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I should check my email. I'm probably not going to get in. Don't get your hopes up, but just check it anyways, just to see. And I'm going through my emails, and I see EA Creator Network. And I'm like, oh my God, what is this? What is this? So I open up the email, and it said, you've been accepted into the EA Creator Network. And I'm like, what? I'm accepted? I'm in? And then naturally, I panicked. I became nervous and anxious and overwhelmed and overly excited, and I started hyperventilating and not really screaming, but like I do this weird thing that's sort of a scream, but not really loud. It's a weird anxiety thing. Don't ask. It's been happening for years, but uh, my dog, my Boston Terrier, Rainy, got hyped. She's just a puppy, so whenever I get hyped, she gets hyped too, right? And she didn't know what to do with her little self, so she jumped up on my chest and she just started aggressively licking all over my face. Like, are you okay, Mama? It's gonna be okay, Mama. Whatever it is, calm down, Mama. And she's just licking me and licking me, and I couldn't stop laughing long enough to get her off of me. And I was just like, my mind was so completely blown. The joke going around my house now is that she was trying to give me mouth to mouth resuscitation because I was hyperventilating, and she really wanted to lick me in the mouth really badly. Obviously, I didn't let her, but she really wanted to. So, yeah, the joke around my house now is she was trying to give me mouth to mouth because I got myself too overly excited. Woo, these apartment ones are gonna be long ones. So, moving on to the video that we're watching now. It is a duplex, but this time an upstairs downstairs duplex instead of a side by side duplex. By the time it's done, the downstairs will have 2 bedrooms, the upstairs will have 1 bedroom because it is a slightly smaller apartment because they have that small patio area out in front of it. And so I kind of set this one up more for a small family maximum. I would put 4 Sims in here and no more than that because I struggled to even get enough stuff, like have enough space for enough stuff for just 4 Sims. Also, I'm realizing now that by the time it's done, one of the beds I put in here is a crib, and I forgot a height chair. So, darn it. I'm not gonna lie, also, on top of all of that, this living room, kitchen, dining space was such a huge struggle for me. I cannot even put into words how much of a struggle this little space was, including enough space for 4 people to sit, play, be at the table, but also enough room to walk around. Way harder than it looks sometimes, and it wasn't the shape or the size of the room that was the problem, it was all the doorways in this room. Oh, by the way, the shell is from Hip Hip Renee, I think, is the username. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up again, but it's part of the Hip Hip Rental Shell Challenge. And to be honest with you, I have so many ideas of things that I want to build. I just kind of want to wait till the new pack actually comes out to build some of the things that I'm without getting into all the details, some of the things I want to build, I need to have the pack to see exactly how it will work. Or at the very least, I need to see the live stream that they're going to do to show how each like little functionality is going to work for sure, because I have some really cool ideas that I want to implement, but I want to wait. And so I also have a few other videos that I need to edit, but they're going to take me an enormous amount of time to edit, and so I'm kind of avoiding them, to be honest. And so between those two things, I just kind of lost my building and decorating inspiration, if you will. And I didn't know what else to do to get it back other than pick up on a few challenges. So, not only am I going to be doing a couple of shell challenges, but I'm going to be doing a couple of, I think, James Turner's, like, random generator challenges as well. Kind of like the ones where every room is a different expansion pack, or every room is a different kit, or something along those lines. Every room is a different color, kind of wheel challenge deal. In the next couple of weeks, just to like get those creative juices flowing again, if you will. So yeah, I will get those other videos edited. I do have one more Dreamlight Valley video, but I also have at least one, I think, of my long legacy challenge to get edited, and that one's like at least 2 hours worth of footage. So really and truly, I'm dreading that one the most, because when it's over an hour and like 10 minutes worth of footage, it can take me so long to edit that down. And I have ADHD, so I get distracted and bored really easily. And so it's just a painful process to edit down 2 hours worth of footage, which is why when I do live streams, I generally tend to play more than one game or something, because if I know I'm going to be editing that down for a YouTube video, I don't want to have to edit that much down, to be honest with you. But yeah, I am kind of avoiding those, and I just really want to build. For Rent has got me thinking about all the different things that we can now do in each of the worlds. Like, we can add a massive multiplex and like a smaller duplex to Glimmerbrook. And then we can fit so many more families there. And we can turn the little bar that's there into like a restaurant or something, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can have bars at restaurants and they will function as bars within the restaurant. And so it would be kind of like killing two birds with one stone. We could put the bar in its own little room or area, or even make it look like it's in a separate building next to the restaurant. We have to play test it. So maybe I'll do that during a live stream sometime, and we can play test it together and see how all of that works out. It's been so long since I've played with restaurants and dine out that I don't remember exactly how that works, but I think it works that way. And so we could do like a restaurant slash bar slash maybe little playground or something, and then we can do like this massive multiplex. Or even if we just did a couple of like 4 apartment buildings, that's what you can fit 3 families in there now. Oh gosh, I haven't looked at Glimmerbrook in a little bit now. And well, no, I just did the witches cabin there on Halloween. Why can't I remember it? Anyways, I think you can fit like 3 or 4 families in there now. So essentially, we would be more than doubling it if 2 of those lots were even just small apartment buildings. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to do all that kind of stuff, but I don't want to get too deeply into doing anything more than like your basic apartments that can be easily converted when the new pack comes out, uh, until the new pack comes out. You know what I mean? Because there are features like a basement for the water tank and the electrical unit, I haven't been putting those in any of my apartment builds yet. And when I go back to update those apartment builds for rent, I'm going to have to figure out how to add those in, because I didn't even build any of my apartments this far with those things in mind. Most of the apartments I built so far, with the exception of the desert view apartments, everything else I've built so far has been base game. I've kept a base game in mind, so it's things you can use even if you only ever have base game and you don't get for rent. So like duplexes and basement apartments and things like that. I haven't really done that much, have I? Only a few. And the first couple that I did were easy to use even if you never get for rent. So those I would have made a separate version for the for rent pack anyways. And it's just the desert view apartments that are gonna be difficult. So, anyways, enough of that. I needed to take on some challenges again to get those creativity juices flowing. And this was honestly probably the best challenge I could have taken on first, because of all the ones that I'm thinking of doing and or have started, this was the easiest. It still took me forever. I think in total I had almost 6 hours worth of footage. The reason why I don't mind editing 6 hours worth of speed build footage versus like 2 hours worth of gameplay footage is because, number one, when you take that 6 hours and condense it into a speed build like this, you virtually eliminate so much time. I think it went down from 6 hours to 1 hour just by speeding up the video. So that enormously helps. Like, you can't even believe it's so much easier to edit speed builds. And then you just kind of have to go through and watch for long pauses or excessive amounts of scrolling or excessive amounts of indecisiveness where you keep placing a bunch of different things in the same spot and then you get distracted by objects you forgot were in there and you just start looking at things again like, oh, I didn't know this was here. Oh, where'd that come from? Oh, I forgot all about this. I want to use this in that one build over there next time. You got to cut all those parts out, but that's relatively easy, honestly. There's nothing to stop and listen for or watch for other than those long stretches of nothingness, and that's really easy to cut down. So I don't dread editing these nearly as much as I do videos where I have to sit and listen and yeah. Anyways, this was definitely the easiest of the challenges I plan on taking on, though, and it was nice to be forced to think outside of my own little box. I really like the way that these apartments turn out. Not to, like, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I do feel a little stuck when I'm severely limiting the packs. I enjoy doing limited pack builds because I know that they can be enjoyed by the highest number of people, and it also forces me to be a little bit more creative. But sometimes I do get to feeling a little stuck. There are things that I want to do that I can't because I'm trying to really limit the number of packs. And so when I can do a build like this for a challenge where I get to use whatever packs I want, however many I want, and this one, I'm fairly sure this one just about used every kit and pack available almost. But when I get to use these and really, um, like explore the creativity of decorating with all the different packs, it also helps my creativity a little bit, and makes it easier, I guess, when you can use whatever you want to decorate, which is why in my last speed build video I said I kind of wanted to maybe start doing an occasional custom content build here and there, because custom content is more accessible to people than packs are, because custom content is free for the most part. It's free, and I would only ever use free stuff. And so, people that can't afford to buy every single pack that's available can get custom content for nothing. Well, I was recently reminded that for computer users, custom content is more accessible because it's free. But what about console users? They are still very, very extremely limited to the packs that are officially created and available, and on top of that, what they can afford. And so I'm definitely gonna mostly still stick to limited pack builds. But every now and then, I do, for the sake of my sanity, need to throw something else in there just to like flex that creative muscle a little bit and be able to just go wild and do whatever I want in a build. But believe me, I know what it's like to not have access to everything and to see all these awesome things that people create and not be able to create them or have them myself because for whatever reason I don't have access to the stuff that they do. And so I feel very, very compelled to keep my builds as limited as possible so that we can all enjoy them together without leaving anybody out just because they can't afford something. You know what I mean? So, anyways, uh, I don't know what else to say. We still have 10 minutes worth of video. Almost 10 minutes worth of video. I don't even know how much video we have left. Oh no, just a few minutes worth of speed build left. And then we can go on to the walkthrough. And right now I'm really just adding some finishing touches into some of the rooms, and then I have this one last build what? No, bedroom to do anyways. I'm kind of glad I decided to go back to doing the walkthroughs the way I used to do them. I think you get a much, much better feel for what it looks like, and just like, yeah, basically my screenshots are not great. Let me just put that out there. My screenshots are not great, and so I don't think you get quite the same feel. Also, they're a static image, so I don't think you get quite the same feel from just the screenshots that you get when you do an actual walkthrough. I think it really shows off the way the build looks and feels when you do a walkthrough instead. And hopefully, when I do some of those other challenges that I'd like to do, I can do more real-time builds rather than just speed builds. I'm going to try to work those in at least once a week from now on, instead of just always doing speed builds. I think it would be a challenge for me to really work on. So yeah, let's get into that walkthrough. Welcome to my little early winter wonderland with some snow, I guess. I did remember to add the mailbox and the trash cans after I got done building when I took the screenshot for the thumbnail. I realized they were gone. So here is the front like porch area for the downstairs apartment. and you walk in, and let me just get you a better look here. This is the living room, dining room, kitchen area. It is a really long kitchen with lots of storage, but you know, that's okay. Sometimes when you have a family, you need lots of storage. And then the little living room, I opted not to put a coffee table here because I thought that that would be like really annoying for the Sims to have to walk around and probably maybe get stuck on. Plus, also, there's lots of room here for the kids to play now. And then you go through this open doorway into the open laundry room, which leads to the bathroom here. Not too special of a bathroom, but you know, it's a bathroom. It works. Then you come back out here and you go to the first bedroom. And here's the kids' bedroom. Simple, cute, lots of green. Everything is very green. Remember this rug? I used to use this rug a lot, and I swore I would try to find a way to put it in every build because it was my favorite rug. But then I ran into a build that I couldn't figure out how to put it into, and then I just kind of stopped using it in my builds. Well, I found a way to use it again, and I took the color inspiration from this apartment from that rug, in case you're wondering. So here's the parents' bedroom. Cute, cozy, little sitting spot for reading or whatever. Pretty simple. Nothing too overly fancy. Just a nice little home for a little family. And then we will go up the stairs. I didn't know what to do with this wall. I find these walls on these stairways like this to be so strange. Do they exist in real life? I don't know. I've never seen one, but I didn't know what to do with it, so I put a window there. And then we have the front, like, patio deck area for the upstairs apartment. Lots of plants, a nice cozy sitting area here, a drink tray area, and then we can go inside. Let's just go up a little bit higher so we have a better vantage point. I did put some pet stuff in here for a cat. No toys, just, oh, I'm realizing now I forgot a litter box. Whoops. But there is a scratching post and a food dish, so at least I'll have that. But this is the kitchen, a little bit smaller than the downstairs one. A little table, a little sitting area to watch TV or chat. I'm realizing now how many times I've used that chair in this build. Apparently, I like it. A little computer desk area. We'll go over here. This is the little laundry space. And I did not put the door to the bathroom in the laundry space. This time I put it here. It is a little bit of a tight squeeze right there, but I'm pretty sure your Sims can do it. I'm fairly certain they can. Oh, that graphics glitch. Anyways, go back out here and head over to the bedroom. And just a simple little cozy bedroom. Mirror, place to put your clothes, you know, nothing overly fancy. Just a cute little one bedroom apartment, great for a single sim or a couple. And there you have it. My version of the Hip Rental Shell Challenge. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!